Another dating method is using the end of the month dating method to determine the last day of the cash invoice period. This method basically assumes that people are doing their invoices on the 25th of the month. So if I got it before the 25th of the month, it's going to be due the next month because I'm going to process them on the 25th, send them out in the mail, and I either will have 10 days after the end of the month for the discount or 30 days after the end of the month for the net payment. However, if you get the bill, say somebody came in on July 27th and purchased it. If I get that invoice on July 27th, I'm not going to process it until the following month in August. So my bill's going to go out at the end of August. I'm going to go to the next month, September, and I'll have 10 days in September to pay the bill and 30 days into September to pay the bill. So depending on if it's before the 25th of the month or not, it's either going to be paid 10 days into the next month or 10 days into 2 months if I'm past the 25th. So if I look at this one, here my invoice date is on July 17th. Since it's on July 17th, I'm going to process that still in July. It's going to process on the 25th of the month. I'm going to send it out. They're going to have 10 days after the end of July. So after July is August, it's going to be August 10th to get that cash discount. The net is due 30 days after the end of the month. 30 days after the end of July means it's going to be August 30th. So when you're doing the end of the month dating method, and you'll see that EOM after that, end of month, it's either going to be on the 10th or the 30th if it's 10 and 30 for my cash terms and my net discount terms. Now number 8, here's one where they made it way at the end of the month. My invoice date is October 31st. I've already processed the bills for October, so that's not going to go through till November. I'm going to do those bills November 25th. And so they're going to have 10 days after November to pay, which means they're going to be in December. So December 10th is going to be the cash discount date. Then they will have 30 days after the end of November in order to pay the net, which means I'm going to be December 30th. So when I'm way at the end of the month, instead of paying it after October because my bill's not going to go out, I get to wait until November to process my bill, and so I'll have 10 days after the end of November and 30 days after the end of November in order to pay that. Number 9 again, we're using the end of the month dating method. My invoice date is August 16th, so I haven't processed bills for August yet. I am going to process them on August 25th. And so they're going to go out in August. So when I have my discount, I have to pay it within 10 days of the end of August, which means I'm going to be into September, September 10th. And then I have 30 days after the end of August, so September 30th. The only one you wouldn't have a 30 on is on February, because you don't have a February 30th. So we had ordinary dating where we went from the invoice date. We had receipt of goods dating where we went from the receipt of date or goods date. And then we had the end of the month dating where they pay so many days after the end of the month.